Hi everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Elma and I'm glad to have you on my channel today. If this is the first time of coming across this channel, hello. If you've been an old subscriber, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for your support. I do not take it for granted. Okay guys, I have come to teach you something that you have to be doing from time to time. If there is something that is precious in life, it is human. If there is something that you need to be doing for yourself, just as it is important for you to go to the hospital from time to time for medical checkup, to check yourself medically, it is also good to be checking yourself spiritually. Because as you are caring for your skin, you also have to care for your spiritual life. Let me tell you, there is no person that is spiritually at alert that does not do back to sender. Yes. Back to sender means what you wish for me, let it return to you. Back to sender is very powerful. Back to sender is so good. Back to sender is the reason that someone cannot poison you spiritually. Back to sender is the reason someone cannot charm you. Back to sender is the reason someone's evil thoughts against your life will not manifest, because you always do back to sender. Back to sender can be done from time to time. Back to sender can also be done weekly, monthly, quarterly. All right? Yes. It depends on how you have the feelings of evil energies being thrown at you. There is no spiritualist you will see that does not do back to sender, because it's a spiritual battle. If you do not do back to sender, something might go wrong. Back to sender you have not been doing will cost you a lot spiritually, especially if you are aware that you have a spiritual battle. Especially if you are aware that you have a spiritual battle. Spiritual battle is something that requires back to sender rituals. There are several back to sender rituals that you can do. Yes. But there are ones that will not even cost you anything. There are ones that will never cost you anything. All you need to do is to know how to go about it. If someone has gone to odd places regarding you, taking your name to places that will hurt you, do back to sender, so that whatever it is the person has gone there to do, the person will carry it with his or her head. It's not bad to do back to sender. It's not bad. It is not bad to do back to sender. If a woman is done cooking food, the right thing to do is for her to taste the food, right? Before dishing out for others. At least she has to also check if there is, normal salt. If the salt is okay, if the Maggi is okay, pepper and all those. All right? So it is not wrong for you to say, please, this thing you have prepared for me, have a taste of it. On the verge of tasting it, the person will be hooked. And then it won't be effective on you. A lot is going on in the spiritual realm. A whole lot. How I wish you know how many people that do not wish you well. How I wish you know that there are many people out there that at the mention of your name, they hate it. They just do not want to hear your name. Not because you've done anything wrong to them. No. They do not just like you. They do not just like you. They are the kind of people that you need them to have a taste of what they are sending to you. Now, If you have sand, even if you're staying in the city, you have sand that you know quite well that this sand is from your father's compound. If you're a woman, if you're a man, I've thought about this on this channel long ago, but I know why I said let me bring it back. Do you know that if someone has made your business not to be going, if you do back to sender, the thing will return back to the person? Do you know? And you'll be free. Back to sender is not a permanent ritual, because as time goes on, you tend to have more enemies. Let's take, for instance, you are successful. You're a successful businessman or businesswoman. It is expected. Success breeds, you see, success, it breeds hatred. Success attracts hatred. It attracts, it attracts the eyes of the enemies. They will want to bring you down. But if you are the type of person that you always make use of back to sender ritual, they will not get to you. Even if they throw death at you, if you are doing your ritual, do not mention anybody's name. If they throw death at you, tell them right there and then that anyone that wishes you death, you are doing this back to sender for the person for the death to be reversed. Let it be returned to the person that sent it. Don't joke with this ritual. It is a powerful ritual. You are meant to do this in your compound, in your father's land, in your fatherland. But if you cannot do it in your village, then send for sand. But remember, before you touch the sand of Ndichie, that is your ancestral sand, you must take permission. There is a way you do it. 2 steps forward. You say that this sand you are taking is for good spiritual purposes, for back to sender, and not for any evil intention. If you do not do it this way, it means that you are going to be owing your ancestors, because they will feel that you have come to take sand to do evil. So you accord them the respect and take permission from them before you take the sand. You take 2 steps forward, you say this, then you turn back, you pick the sand a little and put inside a container. Then you take your steps backwards twice. Front, the first leg, which is the right, then the second, you pick the sand. Then you turn to your left and do the same. Then you turn to your right and also do the same. After you are done, you put it inside a container. If you have a cowrie, 1 cowrie, you drop it there. If you are not a member of that family, that means if someone is sending you, or maybe you're sending someone, you must guide the person so that you will not bring negative energies to the said person. You take your both legs, afterwards you put it inside a container, cover it, and go. Use this sand to be doing prayers. Even if someone is owing you any money, you can also use your sand. Your ancestral sand is very powerful. You are doing this back to sender with your ancestral sand, means that you are calling on your ancestors, to go before you, to fight this battle for you. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Before you take any sand, you will use 1 kola nut to pray. Kola nut is the ear of the spirit. That is if you want to take the sand. You know, the reason I always spell out these things in details is because I'm this kind of person that I always try as much as possible to be careful. This is the reason it seems though my video used to be a little bit long, because I want to sound it I want to warn so that you will not make mistakes. And then tomorrow you will say you don't know where your problem is coming from. If you must watch a video, please take your time and watch that video properly. Stop jumping, stop skipping videos. You might skip where you have a vital information. This is a spiritual channel. It's not a beauty channel where you say, oh, maybe I will try. There is no trial and error here. You get it, you get it. If you don't get it, if you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you did not get it. And it will be difficult for you to get it right when you didn't get the information correctly. So when you are done, in the midnight, this is when the spiritual is going to take place. By 12, you come out barefooted. Bring out the sand, hold it on your right palm, and start speaking that you are calling on your Ndiche, your ancestors, to go before you. You will mention the person that is owing you. Mention the person's name. But if it is not someone that is owing you, want to do back to sender, you mention that anyone, any man or woman, do not call anybody's name when you are doing back to sender, because I don't know your spiritual strength. I can call anybody I want to call. It's not a problem. But I don't know your spiritual strength. I don't know your spiritual strength. I don't know if you can bear an attack. So it is important that you say that any man or woman that wishes you evil, you are using the sand as a back to sender to such person. Whatever the person wishes you, let it return back to the person in 7 folds. This means that if you strike the person the first time and the person is still staggering, it will hit the second time. The person will stagger. It will hit the third time. It means that the person will receive it bountifully, right? I think that's the right word. Heavily. The person is going to receive it heavily. The same way the thoughts the person has for you. You return it back to the person. You can use your psalms to do the prayers if you want. You can read from your Quran. I've told you guys that this is not a religious blog. It's not a religious channel. It's not. Everyone is welcome here. We are all the same. You will understand that there is power that lies in sound. If you refer to my old videos, you will know that you will still see people's testimonies there regarding the videos that I made regarding this. You can break curses using sand that is your ancestral sand. It doesn't matter where you are. Your sand can be sent to you. Your sand from your father's compound. After you are done, if you're doing the back to sender, when you are done speaking, you put your spit inside it 3 times and say, so shall it be. After you are done, you blow it in the air. Blow it in the air. Then you take 1 seed of alligator pepper, put it in your mouth and chew it and splash it in the air. Blow it in the air. Go and sleep. If it is a sickness that somebody has sent you, it will return back to the person. If it is poverty, it will return back to the person. If it is backwardness, marital delays, disappointments, whatever. Having listened to this and gotten the instructions, when you are done, please, no matter how much small money you have, go and give Anne. Perfect. You can use your ancestral sand for favor. That is going to be a topic on its own. All right? Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. I love you. God bless you, and see you guys in my next one.